Hello everyone, I'm Dr. Mansi and today we are back with the Beyond Boundaries with Homeopathy 360 webinar series. And I'm very happy to share that today we have Dr. Priyanka Pachole ma'am, BHMS, FCAH on the very demand of the second part of her session, that is Kali Salts with Case Examples Part 2. A very warm welcome to you ma'am. So
Thank you.
now let's have a short biography of Dr. Priyanka ma'am. That she is graduated from Panchsheel Homeopathic Medical College and Hospital in Kamgaon. Shortly after her graduation, she joined Swara Homeo Clinic and Gurukul to learn under the guidance of Dr. Shekhar Aligunti sir. Since then, she has become an integral part of the global activities at Swara Homeo Clinic and Gurukul. Her exceptional organizational skills make her the driving force behind all national and international events organized by Swara, particularly the high sought after Swara Homeo Gurukul workshop, where she serves as the core executive organizer and member of the teaching faculty. Dr. Priyanka ma'am practices independently at Swara Homeo Clinic and also has been heading the charitable operations of Swara Clinic in Mumbai for the past 13 years. In addition to her clinical work, she has written articles for national and international journals as well. And now today we have Dr. Priyanka ma'am on the very important and interesting topic of homeopathy and materia medica, that is Kali salts with case examples part 2. And all the attendees, we all the homeopaths are very eager to learn again from Dr. Priyanka ma'am. Thank you so much coming back again with this series. And the platform is all yours, ma'am. Please share your clinical insights, your experience, and please, ma'am, start your presentation.
Sure, Mansi. First of all, thank you so much for a very sweet welcome. And I welcome all the attendees. I say good afternoon and good morning to all the participants joining from various destinations. And yes, as you said, it is a very important topic because we very often prescribe these salts, but some
Yes.
of them become, like the talk of the town. They take the maximum attention and the others go, we just overlook them because they are not quite highly prescribed. So we are
Yes.
just, as a group, we are trying to understand what's the similarity and the difference between these salts, which are very useful and clinically proven. So let's start.
Yes.
Shall I share my screen?
Yes, ma'am, sure.
Okay. Is it visible?
Yes, ma'am, it's clear.
Okay, so to give a small recap of what we have done last time, especially those who are attending this very first time. So you are advised to please go back to Homeopathy 360 channel, and the part 1 of this series is already posted over there. So what we have done in that series is we have understood the basic qualities of Kali as such, the potassium, individual qualities of it, because that's a major chunk. When we say salt, the common thing in all the Kali salts is Kali, that is potassium. And if we understood, if we understand the main themes of potassium, then it becomes very clear for us to understand what anion is attached to this cation, that is potassium. So that's what we did in the last session. Along with that, we also tried to understand how these Kali salts have been exhibited in different kind of personalities. Like we discussed it with the help of Kali carbonicum, how a Kali carb patient, which is a frequently prescribed remedy, can be exhibited in various socio-economic status, various educational status, in a gender like male, female, because we actually try to see the symptoms which are there in the materia medica. We try to see it as it is, failing to see from whom it is coming. Many a times we see that, Kali salts means they have to talk about money because the remedy is placed, the element is placed in the fourth row of periodic table. So it becomes a sort of foolproof thing that, the Kali patient should talk about money and they should be anxious about money, or they should be anxious about the health. But we fail to understand that from which background my patient is belonging to. When it is of a well earning background, well to do family, their shift, their focus changes because money will not be the main priority for them, but the other things will be. Like, what are the other things related to row 4? That is the future security, the health, the finances, the basic things which they have to do as a parent, their children's education, their marriage, their future settlements. So we have to also think from which background my patient is belonging to. Is he educated, undereducated, underprivileged? So we have to see all those things. So that's what we have discussed. And along with that, we have also discussed another salt of Kali, that is Kali bichromicum. So far, introduction of Kali, Kali carbonicum, and Kali bichromium has been done. So let's go ahead from there on. So today's first salt that we will be taking is Kali arsenicosum. This is again not so well prescribed salt, but very, very important because it has some very peculiar things by which it makes its present very, you cannot just overlook some things and just prescribe Kali carbonicum because it is looking like Kali, the restlessness part of it. And the twist is in this particular salt of Kali arsenicosum. As we all know, the greatest keynote for arsenic also is a restlessness. So now you can imagine the restlessness of Kali and the restlessness of arsenic combined together. It's like a double effect of restlessness. So these patients, basically, they are highly anxious, highly nervous, highly restless because both the components of this salt has restlessness as a main thing, as a core thing. So as we understood what are the basic things, basic qualities of Kali, let's understand what are the basic qualities of arsenicosum, because that's how you can understand finer things. What is the, which are the symptoms which belongs to the arsenicosum as an element in that soil, and which are the symptoms which comes because it's a Kali in the background. And then something in common of that particular salt, that is Kali arsenicosum, which is not especially present in Kali individually or in arsenicosum, because it's the combination that actually brings up that peculiarity. So when we dissect in this manner and learn, then seeing in a compound manner becomes easier, because many of us has this particular question that, sometimes in a salt case, one element overpowers the other. Then how to understand two separately? So this is the basic way to understand. This is the simplest way of understanding. Understand the individual element clearly. Have their what to say, the keynotes ready, their organ affinities, their side affinities, their peculiarities. Understand it very, very clearly. And so when it comes under the salt, then it will not be difficulty for us to understand. So let's see some basic things which arsenicosum patients mostly exhibit. So the position of arsenic is again in the row 4. See, Kali is also row 4, arsenic also row 4. Kali is column 1, completely dependent on the same issues of row 4. And here, arsenicosum is from column 15 towards the fag end of the periodic table. Again, the issues will remain the same of row 4. So one is one element of this salt feels inadequacy, incapability of securing their future, of, getting hold of their future. They are so restless, nervous because they are unsure. मेरा future क्या होने वाला? So what they have to do is they have to just cling on to something who will give them the security, who will make their future something stable. Whereas the other salt, the other element of this salt, the arsenic, is at the fag end of the same rope. And so everything which was gathered so far in terms of the stability, the money, the health, the future securities, the assets, they feel that everything is now getting off my hand. My structure is falling apart. The people on whom I should be dependent for my future security, these are the people are looting me, cheating me. And the same thing is then repeated in their dreams. They see the dreams of robbers, as though the robbers are inside their own house, under their own bed. So much is the gravity that they actually perceive. And that's why when you see these persons in reality, in day-to-day life, these are the people whom we see or whom we give, or their family members give them the name of, he is very miser, ये बहुत कंजूस है, एक एक पैसे का हिसाब रखता है, a penny pincher. Now, what is the background story? Generally, humanly, what we tend to do is we just give names. He is very shy, or he is very timid, or he is very, very introvert. He doesn't speak. ये बोलता ही नहीं है. But as a homeopath, it is very important to see why so. What is the thing behind that? Because that's how you can understand a personality. Now, here, in terms of arsenicosum, they feel that if I expose everything, or if I just give a free hand, everything which I have collected will get looted. It will get, will get eroded. People will loot me, cheat me. So what he does is small thing. He will write it down neatly, properly. That's why when we see the rubric, the understanding of fastidiousness, we see arsenic in a 4th grade over there. Now, fastidiousness for arsenic is because he do not want to get eroded even more. जितना भी है, at least उसको तो संभाल के रखो. And that makes him fastidious. Now it makes sense when we read Materia Medica, because now we understand why is it written over there. We are not just mugging it up. Okay, so this is how we understood arsenicosum. Now let's see what happens in this particular salt, Kali arsenicosum. Now, as I said, both these remedies belong to the same row. That's why their chemistry is all the more troublesome, because their whole life is in the question that, should I actually cling this person because I need it? That is the Kali part. But the same people whom I want to cling are looting me, the arsenic part. So that actually makes them even more restless, because they feel the robbers, the cheaters, the looters are inside my house. Can you understand? It is not that someone from outside is going to rob me or cheat me or loot me. It is the people, the very people on whom I myself depend. Because one part of me is totally dependent. So it is like, रहा भी नहीं जा सकता और छोड़ा भी नहीं जा सकता. I can't even stay with them, and I can't even totally leave them. So is kashmakash mein, in this dilemma, they actually become insane. And how it exhibit outside, when someone else see it, when it becomes too much, they say that, why so restless? Why so anxious? Why is he, keeping a single rupee also with him? Why is he not giving it to the children, to the wife to spend? That is their utmost collapsed state, decompensated state, where they are extremely anxious, edgy, almost becoming crazy with anxiety. So they need the support of their family, but cannot trust them, as if his family or group is out to cheat him, to rob him. So this is the worst condition when patient come to us. But by any chance, if somebody is not yet reached to this condition, then how will the picture look like in the compensated state of the same salt? Very much caring for the family, in support of the family. Now again, this care, this support will be in terms of row 4. If the remedy belongs to row 3, their care, their support will be in terms of row 3. So now we have to understand and we have to ask, when you say you care for your family a lot and you are like a family man, in what sense? What do you do? Then we will get to know that, okay, it is about the future of the family, how I do the investment, how I'm looking forward for good education for my kids, how I take the health policies so that my and my wife's health problems will be secured. Very confident and independent personality. Now again, this independence and this confidence will be exhibited in the form of row 4 issues. That's how we can understand it. Coming back to keynotes, what is the keynote of this particular remedy? Anxiety. Now about what? About health. That's the major thing for them. Because Kali also health conscious, arsenic also health conscious, money conscious, future conscious. So both of them has this idea of anxiety related to health and where they actually feel it in their heart, in their solar plexus. Now for Kali arsenicosum, heart is the main seat of action. And second is the skin. That's why these patients particularly, whenever they are sick or whenever they are anxious or nervous or restless, quickly their imagination goes that I have something related to heart. I have some heart trouble. I have some incurable disease. And 99.99% these patients will give you the fear that they might have cancer. Because they always feel that now everything is going down the lane. Everything is going out of my control, out of my hand. And from where is this mindset coming? This mindset is coming from arsenic, because it is towards the end of the periodic table. It is, structure is now collapsing. The violent nature. And to whom? To his friend. It's the single remedy in this particular rubric. Now we need to understand what's a friend is. A friend is someone, a near and dear one to whom you can rely. A friend in need is a friend indeed. But with that person also, you are getting violent. This is the basic dilemma of this remedy. You are my friend as well, but I will fight with you because I don't trust you. And the same thing happens with the doctor, the physician. Do you remember I told that Kali carbonicums are the patient who will not leave you. They will even tell you that, doctor, if I have to die, I will die at your clinic only, under your supervision. Please treat me. Because they start feeling their doctor as their family members. But here, there is a tendency, because now the anion has changed. There it was carbonicum, a confused one. Here it's the arsenicosum, anxious one, restless one. They want their answers quickly. If you see the rubric, the doctor must treat me at once. Only 3 remedies are there: arsenic, chamomilla, and I think nitric acid, if I'm not wrong. So these are the people who are not wait and watch kind of people because they do not have time. We can also understand that it's a fag end of periodic table. They need to do something to save whatever is there in their hand. Third important thing is starting, getting started. Some patients in Hindi, they say that मैं चुहुक जाता हूँ, मैं चुहुक जाती हूँ. थोड़ा सा आवाज हो जाए मैं एकदम से चुहुक जाती हूँ. I get startled and how much startled? One of the patient told that they literally jump out of their place wherever they are sitting. That much is the terror, that how they feel it, as though all nerves are getting strung together. General aggravation 1 to 3 p.m. And this is very, very characteristic because this is the aggravating period for Kali also and arsenic also. So this is the very fertile period for this particular salt to show all its effect in full glory. You have to prescribe Kali or Kali arsenicosum. This has to be there because this is how they exhibit themselves. This is like, you cannot just overlook this particular timing. All the system, all the organs are at peak at this particular time. Getting anxious, restless, palpitations, sweating, and the fear. Everything all together at once. Fear of getting a life-threatening disease, of heart disease, fear of people being alone, of death, and especially the fear of heart attack. Mental and physical restlessness, anxiety, asthma, palpitations, eczema, psoriasis, intolerable itching. Actually, these patients are very chilly. They can't even keep their hands and legs outside the cover. But the peculiarity over here in their skin diseases is, if you are chilly, you should feel better by warmth, but they get aggravated by warmth. Now, let's see one case of this particular remedy. So, 45-year-old male patient visited to the clinic with his two sisters. Now, this is very, very peculiar. We need to understand, not after patient starts talking, but the data collection starts the moment patients step in to the clinic. Now see the age and see the scene at the waiting room. A 45-year-old male patient, not handicapped, walking very well, no need of any assistance, coming to clinic with his two sisters. What to do with this information? Just write down and keep it. As Shekhar sir always tell, possess everything, but don't be possessive of anything. Don't start speculating things. But it is important, it is peculiar, just write it down and keep it away. We'll see later on what has to be done with this information. So when he starts talking, he tells that I'm very anxious and full of fears about health, diseases, especially related to the heart. As though sometimes it so happens that it's a joke in the clinic. We feel that do some patients literally read materia medica and then come to give their case histories? Because they literally talk the materia medica out. So like that also he was also telling. And in multiple different occasions, in his dreams, in his fears, in his stressful incidents, his anxiety was related to or pointing out to health, diseases, and especially to the heart health. And what he says is he falls back to his family for moral support and to be a helping hand. In the face of crisis, is always runs back and travel miles to his sister's place or to his mother's place because he feels that he cannot manage himself. Now he is married, lives with wife, but he says that whenever I'm sick, he stays somewhere in Delhi and the sisters and the mother stays in Pune. So whenever he is sick, he catches flight and runs from Delhi to Pune. When we inquire into it, he says that I don't trust the doctors in Delhi. I must go to Pune and show the doctor over there. I don't trust the wife I must go to my sisters and my mother. So this is also very, very peculiar to me. Now, this dependency is at a very primitive level. He says that without them, I don't think so I can manage. And without putting any effort, it is not like that, I tried, I consulted, I took 2, 3 opinions, and then I feel that, it is not working. Let me go back to the doctor to whom I was seeing earlier. It's like the moment he feels sick, books flight and goes to the earlier home. So this is also very, very important thing to note. Another peculiarity that he says is anxiety attack is at night around 3 o'clock. I don't know, doctor, what happens to me. I just suddenly wake up with palpitations, sweating, restlessness, and this thoughts that runs in my mind. You have some heart disease. You have some heart disease. I think you are going to get a heart attack. And on account of that, several times he have rushed himself to the hospital to do an ECG, which shows no abnormality. And doctors have declared that you have nothing to do with your body. Please, you better go and consult a psychologist. He even have done that, but no effect. He has extreme fear of death, and especially by encountering a heart attack. Now, when we break down this case, he had this absolute need for a hand, a support to come out of the crisis. He also reported one dream that there is a quicksand, and he is actually getting inside that quicksand. Just give me a minute. So he even sees in his dream that he is getting inside the quicksand and he needs his wife, his mother, his sister to give him a hand to bring him out of that. He says, I am incapable. I can't manage alone. And this incapacity, this incapability is seen in the issues of health, family, job, and future. Extreme anxiousness of health. When he came to clinic, he brought literally this much heap of reports every 3 weeks, checking the same parameters which are already normal. But he can't keep himself quiet. That's the craziness this salt actually brings. Because both the cation and the anide, they both are like live wire, like a high strung thing. They can't keep themselves calm. So that was the indication for row 4 and column 1 for us to prescribe. Another thing which was very important in this case was you need a support, right? You need somebody to take care of you or to be with you. When there is someone at home, the wife, then what was the need for you to flew thousands of kilometers from one destination to another destination to seek the support? And when we inquired into that, he said that, I don't know, doctor. She does everything for me, the wife. She takes care of me, but I somehow feel that, I am not safe in her hand. I don't think so she will do the right thing for me. I don't think so my health will be properly taken care by her. I don't trust. Now, this is the twist, especially for this particular salt. They are dependent as well, but they can't trust as well. And that's the key thing. That's the pulse which you can observe in your own clinic when you have to prescribe this particular salt. You need also, but you don't trust also. This is the line for this particular salt. As against Kali carbonicum, you need it and you are helpless. So you completely cling on because you are not smart enough. You are not anxious enough. You are dull. You are lousy. You are confused because you have carbon attached to you. So not all Kali patient requires Kali carbonicum. They sometimes need Kali arsenicosum, sometimes bichromicum, sometimes sulfuricum. And that is the main purpose of this particular session. So the combined effect of this particular salt. The main feeling of Kali arsenicosum is that the people who support the patient seek cannot be trusted. They could even rob this patient. That's what he see in the dreams. And this is what the repertory chart looked like. Mind, anxiety, general health about there. Anxiety, general heart region of. Mind, delusion, general hallucination, visions, disease incurable, has heart disease. Mind, delusion, hallucination, visions, heart diseases, is going to have and die because of heart diseases. Mind, delusions, diseases, is going to have and die, has a heart disease, fears and phobias of which are arising from the heart. Mind, anxiety, general night, 1 a.m. to 3 a.m. Mind, restlessness, when at night. Mind, restlessness, midnight after, and with palpitations. So you can see Kali arsenicosum at the first place, and second is arsenic. So the Materia Medica, how it is given in the Materia Medica. So this literature is from the Franz Marmulin's Concordant Materia Medica. Mind, anxiety and fear, especially death of very oversensitive patients. Anxiety about health at night. Timidity, fear of heart disease and other diseases like stroke or cancer. This is from Roger Morrison's Desktop Guide. One important line, others are already discussed, one important line which is very important at this place is the typical conservative and reserved character of general Kali salts. This particular salt also has it, but super added with the heart attack, the cancer, the extreme fear that I'm going to die because of some uncurable disease. And what is the response of this particular patient? Change doctor. Do something about it. Because the anion which is attached has extreme restlessness, has extreme understanding of that whatever, whomsoever care I'm getting is not sufficient, is not enough. I don't trust them. So this mistrust is the important crux when we have to understand this particular salt. So this is the remedy that was prescribed for this patient. And what was the effect that was observed? He did very well. His anxiety attacks reduced, his panic attacks reduced, his flights to and fro from Delhi to Delhi to Pune reduced. He was calmer and could able to handle his situation. That was the first change observed. Even though he was getting the panic attacks and restlessness, he was able to manage with the help of his wife. That was the first thing happened. And slowly, gradually, then he improved very well. He then didn't needed anybody to accompany him for the follow-ups. Otherwise, it was absolutely impossible for him. That's why in the first visit, he came from Delhi and he insisted his sisters to accompany him from Pune. So that was a major shift, and God blessed him with the Kali arsenicosum, and he led a healthy life after that. Now his family is also our patients and they are doing well. They also report that he's much better now. So shall we go ahead to the next salt? Okay, let's go ahead. The next salt is Kali bromatum. Now, see the difference. This is very important. Now, all the anions that we are going to talk about are from the right side. And so they all will be having some desperation in them because it's the fag end of the periodic table. Now, Kali bromatum also has the same thing because Kali also and bromine also, they both belong to the row 4. So the issues for both of them are same. As we have already understood the Kali very well multiple times, now let's understand the bromium to understand this particular salt. See, if you have any questions, I will definitely answer them at the end. Don't worry about it. So to understand bromine, now what is bromium or bromine? It belongs to row 4 and column 17. It's a halogen. Being a halogen, there are some specific qualities of halogen. To quote a few, they all have something to do with erosion. कुछ तो निकल रहा है उनमें से. Feeling of spaciness because it's a gas. Airiness. So it is not firm. You will not get something firm. It's all airy, it's all spacey. Plus, along with that, it is getting eroded. And mentally, they have this idea of that I am getting betrayed, backstabbed. For arsenicosum, it was mistrust. Here, it is deeper than that. Here, it is idea that I'm already betrayed. मैं लुट चुका हूं. In arsenic, मैं लुट जाऊंगा. I will be robbed. I will be looted. Here, the idea is I have already eroded. So the symptoms, the mind picture is even more deeper over here. Now to understand a bromium, they have this idea of too much of guilt. They feel that I'm here in this world to just endure a punishment. This life itself is a punishment for me. I had to learn some lessons. That's why I'm here. So it's not a good, pink, nice future. It's all punishment that I'm enduring. How much so your life I'm here on this planet Earth is a punishment for me. Every day is a punishment. Every second is a punishment. Why? We will explore that now. So for them, life, there is no hope in life. It's hopelessness. There is no exit end. There is no hopefulness. There is no bright future. There is no pessimism. There is no optimism. Everything is pessimistic. So how they react to it is by letting go. Because they feel they are banished. They are condemned. In bromine, the sensation of danger takes on a more threatening form. As evident from the rubric, delusion jumped upon the ground before her all sorts of things. So now you imagine for arsenic, it was that robber is there inside my house, maybe under my bed. But here the delusion is that danger is right in front of me. I'm directly getting face to face with the conflict, with the danger. Now the intensity is even more than the arsenic person. The feeling here is of being attacked with an intent to harm. So it is not simply attack. It is attack with the intent to harm. It is not just to rob. Rob means what? You just take valuables and you go away. It is more than that. You'll be killed. You'll be assassinated. Bromine is deeper than muriaticum. As we always has this, in Natrum muriaticum, they have these dreams of robbers. If you remember, many Natrum mur patients still. I see that, in dreams that thieves are there in my house, some robbery is going to happen. It's all attributed because of muriaticum. But bromine gives even more deeper thing. It's as though it is not simply looting. It is killing. It is harming you. Someone is behind me, chasing me to harm me. So they feel totally insecure and completely alone to face the danger and attack. They feel there is nobody to protect them. They have issues to do with ghosts, being pursued, conscience, hitting, being punished, crime, guilt, etc. So when you see some milder salts, you get actually the issues which are related to raw food, money, future, safety, security. But when something more deeper attached to this weaker cation, they start showing their own symptoms prominently than the cation. Likewise, in Kali bromatum, you will see the bromine effect more than the Kali effect. These are the patients will get into your clinic with lot of negativity, with lot of sulkiness, lot of moroseness. You feel gloomy being around them. On that note, I want to tell that every patient brings in their own aura. When a phosphorus patient is there in the clinic, you feel, very nice, you laugh. You also sometimes crack jokes. And when the patient leaves the premises, you feel that, Arey, what did I do today? It's not you. It's the company, it's the aura of that patient which brings in that charm. Similarly, these patients, they bring so much of gloominess. So these patients, when they leave the clinic, you feel that what's the point in living? When there is so much of sadness, when there is so much of gloominess, एक दिन सब कुछ खत्म ही तो होने वाला है, तो क्यों जी रहे हम लोग? Because the background of this patient is they have too much to do with morality, moral values, principles of what is good and what is bad, what is right and what is wrong. उनका पूरा लाइफ इसी कश्मकश में चला जाता है. Doctor, what do you think? Whatever decisions I have made, was that right or wrong? Will God punish me? Or will God say that, okay, my child, I pardon you? So forget about the future safety, future security. They are more worried about whatever thing that they have done, or sometimes not even done. It's all in their mind that they have done some crime. For Kali arsenicosum, the understanding is somebody will come and rob me or loot me. That crime is going to take place in my house. These people, Kali bromatum, because of the attributions of bromine, feel that they themselves have done some crime. And who is the person who is going to see all of that and punish? The God. And that's why they have this typical delusion that they are singled out for divine vengeance. मुझे भगवान कड़ी से कड़ी सजा देने वाला है. वो सब देख रहा है कि मैंने क्या क्या गलती की है. So few of the delusions to understand their mental state is delusion, brother fell on board in her sight. मेरे आंखों के सामने मेरा भाई गिर गया. Now the important thing is मेरे आंखों के सामने the guilt, मैं कुछ नहीं कर पाई, मैंने कुछ नहीं किया, और वो गिल्ट मुझे खाए जा रहा है. That guilt is eating me up. Delusion about committing a crime. मैंने कुछ तो गलती की है, इसके लिए मैं ये सब भुगत रहा हूं. I have done something wrong. I have committed some crime. That's why I have to suffer like this. Delusion that she's accused of a robbery. And that's why they have this. This is typical. When you see these patients, they have this suspicious look in their eyes, like that of cuprum patients, zincum patients. Always vigilant, always, looking here and there, because they themselves feel that they are robbers, they are the people who have done some crime, so they always fear that somebody will get to know this and I'll be out there exposed. So we try to understand this patient, and the situation of them is one of that they belong to a good background where the idea about right and wrong is highly spoken thing and highly practiced thing. And what they feel is whatever they have done is a crime, is not doable thing. And if my parent or someone on whom I depend on come to know this, then I will lose that support. That's why they have this idea of forsaken feeling, being alone. Another important observation for these people is, one is their vigilant eyes. Another is they are always, doing like this, always wringing their hands. And their sitting posture is very anxious, at the edge of the chair, not comfortable. एक चोर की तरह हम बोलते हैं ना, ऐसे चोर की तरह क्यों बैठा है? Because that's what is running in their mind, that I have done some crime. So in few of the patients, we have observed these symptoms, which I have tried to put in the repertory chart. Now, basically, in a human format, one of the things which is very, very abandoned, socially tabooed, not so easily spoken, is masturbation. So these people talk about being disposed to masturbation, but which is followed by sadness, which is followed by guilt, because they feel if someone from their home comes to know about this, then it will not be taken nicely. I'll be abandoned. I'll be seen as someone who have done a big crime. So even though they have this fancies about lasciviousness, but they have this underlying fear that what if someone comes to know about this? That's why they carry a lot of guilt feelings when they do all of this. Let's understand a case. So the male of 62 years consulted for, sorry, just give me a moment. So a male of 45 years consulted for OCD. So this particular patient was brought to us because of the family members, they insisted him that you should visit a doctor because they were seeing some unusual behavior in him. And what was that unusual behavior? For the past few months, he had not been talking much to the family members. He would come home from work, eat dinner, and go to sleep. He often appeared tensed, worried. He frequently touched the same objects, repeated certain gestures, and made praying gestures repeatedly. That was the observation by the family. So when we were speaking with this patient, he was telling that he said he feels that he have made some mistakes in the transactions at his work, and sooner or later it will be discovered by his bosses. Up till now, nobody has pointed out anything and everyone is cordial with him. But this thought that I have made some mistake is eating him up. मुझे वो मेरा जो ख्याल आ रहा है कि मैंने कुछ गलती की है, वो मुझे खा रहा है. That is how he said in Hindi. He prays to God constantly. Like, for example, he's simply sitting, not even in front of the God idols. He's simply sitting, working or eating or drinking tea. He will do like this. Please, 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 please. That's what is observed by the family members. He prays to God constantly to save him and to pardon him. He says, my father has a very good reputation in the society. And if anyone finds out about my mistake, they will look down on us. And my father will not forgive me. I have nightmares where someone is chasing me, that the police has come to my doorstep. Now see the gravity. He works in some office as a clerk, and something in his mind, he feels that he have done something. And he feels that for that small thing, the police will come to him to question about some crime that I have committed. This is very important, friends, because it is not the reality that actually affects us, but the way we think about it, the way we look at it, that is the main thing that actually makes us sick. And for him, that thing is that I have done something crime, some mistake, which is a big mistake, for which a police is going to come and inquire at my doorstep. Another dream that he sees that he is naked in the public place and desperately trying to hide out of sheer shame. He has heightened sense of embarrassment. Along with all these things, he couldn't sleep at night. And because of that, recently he have started to develop left-sided headache. And what sort of headache? A sensation of tightness. एकदम जाम हो जाता है. History of masturbation with a strong sense of guilt. As a teenager, he reported. He was given Kali bromatin because there was a clear-cut theme. At one side, he was totally dependent on his parents for the day-to-day things, for his future, especially his father. Father was the main pillar of strength for him. And when he discovered that, when it was in his mind that, okay, something bad is going to happen to me because I have done some crime, his fear was associated with my father will get angry on me. Because he was looking at the father like a god. He was God to me. And that God, my father, is going to get angry on me. He will not pardon me. And unknowingly, what he was doing is, while sitting, while drinking tea, while working, praying to the God, please save me, please save me. Along with that, the OCD. Like we discussed in Kali arsenicosum, the main seat of action is skin and heart. For Kali bromatum, the main seat of action is their mind. Because it goes completely out of control. He did very well with Kali bromatum. It took almost 2 years for us to bring him back to his normalcy. The first thing after this remedy that recovered was he was doing repeatedly the same thing. He used to walk 4 steps ahead, 2 steps back, 2 steps ahead, 1 step back. He used to touch, like if he is drinking water, he will touch the glass, again he will keep it, again he will touch it. All those things started to decline as reported by the relatives. Slowly, gradually, this thought which was intruding in his mind, it took almost 6 months to completely abandon that thought from his mind that yes, he have done something wrong. Later on, his dreams also improved. He did not see horror dreams. It was peaceful. It was, about day-to-day activities. His headache reduced. He also had, in follow-ups, he also reported that he like 24 by, along the 12 months, he will have the cold. Anything, he will catch cold. Any change in the season, he will catch cold. That reduced, which he haven't even told during the main consultation. Because that time his main issue which was troubling him was all these activities and the thought. But his sinus also improved with the Kali bromatum. Now let's come down to the last salt for this series, Kali sulfuricum. Now see, there are many salts of Kali, but I'm bringing to the table only those of which cases have been reported. I have seen them, we have treated them, and we have a solid data on which I can speak about. That's why only 6 salts this time, because we have frequently prescribed them and seen them. So the last salt of this series is Kali sulfuricum. Now sulfur, the well-known remedy, I do not have to talk much about this remedy. We all know about sulfur. The ego at one end and the embarrassment of the sense of, I'm nothing. At one hand, they feel they are the king. At the next hand, they feel they are the beggar. That's the range of this remedy. It's one of the polycrest remedy. So I will directly talk about the Kali salt because sulfur is well known. Let's not go into that. So in Kali sulfuricum, basically the feeling is, as we all know, sulfur has a high ego, full-blown ego. So these particular patients who need Kali sulfuricum as the remedy, they feel that they are insulted and disgraced by the people whose support they seek. The support part belongs to Kali, the insult, the disgrace belongs to sulfur. Now, in their compensated state, you will see all their efforts to maintain their self-esteem, to be in the good books of the family, to get that respect. They are industrious, very helpful to the people and the group. But in the decompensated state, you will see their sensitive aspect, where they get easily offended. मेरे को ऐसे कैसे बोला? मैं उनका हस्बैंड हूं ना, मैं उनकी वाइफ हूं ना, तो मेरे को इज्जत देना चाहिए. So this इज्जत, you will see very often. मेरी तो कोई कीमत ही नहीं है. You will see this very often in their collapsed state. And that's when they start developing hatred and anger towards the very own people who were like life for them. So let's come to the case of this particular salt. So she was a 62-year-old female consulted for the trigger finger. And that was just the name of the disease. But the main thing for her, for which she was totally disturbed, is the turmoil which was happening and the discord between her and her husband. So to cut the long story short, she used to feel that husband just treats her like this. That was the hand gesture she was doing often. वो तो मुझे कुछ समझता ही नहीं है. वो तो मेरे को गिनती में ही नहीं लेता. He treats me like this, as though you are nothing. One sentence of the husband in the 45 years of marriage, that was like a big trauma for her, and which she couldn't forget till now is that once they were discussing about something, or I should say they were not, she was insisting him to talk about some finances and how we are going to manage our future and how we are going to save for our kids. Because don't forget, it's the RO4 remedy, and that too left sided. So that's why so anxious, so nervous, how we are going to manage our future. So that's the Kali, that's the keynote of Kali. So that's what she was doing. And the husband said, you always talk about the money, money, money. Tu to baal bhikari hai. You are a born beggar. And that is the word that pinched her so badly that her sulfur anion came up like anything. She feels that who is he to talk like this? I am his wife. He should give me due respect. He should give me that position. He should ask me. He should discuss with me. He should consult me because I am his wife. That's the main thing for sulfur. They always feel that they actually think highly of themselves, and many a times without any substance. Now, here also, he should respect her just because she is his wife. So they actually cling on to this position. Who am I? Who is saluting me? Who is saying good morning to me? All these small, small things matter them the most, because for them, the satisfaction of ego is the thing which is required in life. So overall, when the case was done, this is how we understood it. She at one point of, at one side, she was totally dependent, because we asked her, if so much you are in trouble with your husband, then why didn't you get separated? That's when the dependency came up. She said that, no, doctor, I don't think so. I'll be able to manage alone. My children are now, they are independent, and they tell me that, mummy, if you are so much troubled, we will buy you a separate house and we will give you all the necessary amenities. You please stay separate. But she's not ready for it. She says that, but how will I manage? So we asked her, what do you mean? How will you manage? What is there to manage after being provided everything? She says that, but if something happens, then if something happens to me, then who will look after me? So this, a sort of backing is the thing, this the people of left side, they need it. And especially if you are belonging to column 1, then it is like your support system. It's like your life savior. It's like your backbone. That's how Kali Carbonicum and all the Kalis, it comes down to their back. ऐसे लगता है कि जैसी मेरी कमर ही टूट गई जब मेरे पति गुजर गए. So they actually see their support system as their vertebral column. And that's how, when their support system is sick, their husband, their children, their earning member is sick, they start getting backache, neck pain, stiffness most commonly. Because they actually see these people as their backbone. And that's what she also told. How can I manage alone, doctor? I don't think so I'll be able to manage even after providing everything. So it is not about the amenities that I'm dependent on. It's the very thing in my mind, in my brain, the deluded thing in me, that I can't manage my life alone. This is the crux of Kali, or anything which belongs to column 1. So that was seen along with the RO4 issues. And the other part, of course, about he should respect me, that, takes pride in it, that I am, someone to whom you should consult and then only do things. So that's how we understood the Kali sulfuricum. She got the Kali sulfuricum 200. Her trigger finger improved, the pain and the stiffness which she was getting at the joints of the finger, the metacarpophalangeal joints, that improved. And the most important thing which she reports to be improved is her agitation towards her husband. The moment she used to see him in the morning, that used to trigger her like anything. That why I'm living in this house with this man who disrespects me. But at the same time, I'm so dependent that I can't step out of the house. So this dilemma got solved. She understood that this is my limitation. She resolved to herself that मुझे अभी ऐसे ही जीना है. Let him live the way he is living. I will live in the way I am going to live. I am not going to be in that turmoil anymore that I have to resort to his words or I should be getting out of this house. I am okay where I am. That was a major improvement according to her. So in Soul of Remedies also it is written very well that they feel being discouraged and insulted, as I told. In the Franz Vermeulen also it is written in extremities, especially wandering pain which he had, sometimes here in this finger, sometimes in this finger, rheumatism. Now let's come back to the summary of the entire series. So the summary of Kali salts. We saw 5 salts in total of Kali. So let's begin with Kali carbonicum. You can even take the screenshot of this so that I don't have to read everything. We are running short of time. So the organ affinities I have written for each remedy, the way they exhibit their sensations, the type of pain, when they get aggravated, when is the amelioration, thermally how they are, and how are their discharges. Because this actually makes the long stories short for us at the end of the prescription, isn't it? If we are not that well versed with the cation anion understanding, which I insist and I request you all should, we all should. So for that, you can definitely opt to learn from the SALT series, the webinar series that we do. It's a 40-hour plus recorded lectures. You can buy it and have it with you for your lifetime. It's a must have for every homeopath, I must say. So all the things which I have mentioned in this chart are tried and tested in our clinic, what we see in our patients. It is not just the data copy pasted from somewhere. It's the thing which is seen in the patients. It's that data. So you can just take a screenshot. And this is related to Kali arsenicosum, Kali bromatum, and Kali sulfuricum. Please take a screenshot. Yes, so we are at the end of the session. I sincerely thank Homeopathy 360 for giving me this opportunity. Mansi, if we are catering to any questions, then you can please moderate. I hope this information, or rather I must say this clinically tested information that I have tried to put in these slides will be helpful for you all. Because of the time.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, because of the just one line, because of the time scarcity, I could not bring you each and every detail of the case, but I have tried to verbally explain things as far as possible.
So, ma'am, we have one
Mansi, I'm not able to hear you.
question. Am I audible to you?
Yes, now you're
Am I
audible.
audible to you now, ma'am?
Yes.
Okay. So we have one question. Ma'am, in Kali Brome case, Kali part was not prominent. So how to find it?
Okay,
Kaushalya
that's
is
what
asking, ma'am.
yes, I just answered that. Each and everything will not be able to tell at this moment of time because of the less time, but
Okay.
definitely the Kali part was there. As I explained verbally, I put a lot of effort in trying to convey the bromine part and the Kali bromatum as a salt. His dependency, his extreme dependency on his father, because he saw his father as a god. He used to tell that, mere pitaji
Yes.
tumhare liye bhagwan. And if he comes to know that I have made this mistake, then he will get angry on me. And in his mind, he was constantly praying to the God also. So in reality, he was fearful of his father, to whom he see as a god in reality. And in his mind, he was constantly, without even his notice, he used to do like this, he used to do like this, praying to God constantly to pardon him from the imaginary crime that he thinks he would have done.
Okay, ma'am. Next, Dr. Abhishek Gautam is saying, thanks a lot for the wonderful session, ma'am.
Thank
We
you,
are
Dr.
very
Abhishek.
thankful. And next, Aningrit is asking, wonderful session. Congratulations, madam. How was the postology of the Kali Brome case after the first dose along the 2 years?
So basically, we started this case with Kali bromatum 200 potency. Later on, we also gave him LM potency, which is equivalent to 200, that is LM5 and LM6. Up till LM8, we went frequent repetitions, often repetitions, whenever it was indicated. And whenever he used to report that he is stable, he could able to manage, then we used to put him on SL. So if we see a graph of 2 years, almost 7 to 8 doses of 200 potency and almost 3 to 5 rounds. One round is of 15 days to 21 days of frequent repetition of LM. By frequent, I mean that 4 drops morning and night. To some other patients, as per their own pathology, this differs. But for this particular patient, it was BD, sometimes for 15 days, sometimes for 21 days, depending on how he is reporting in his follow-ups.
Okay, thank you so much, ma'am, for the explanation. Next, our other attendees are complimenting about your presentation. Like Amrita Singh is saying, thank you so much, ma'am, for the session. Dr. Bharat is saying comprehensive PPT, thanks. Kaushalya is also saying, thank you, ma'am, wonderful session.
Thank you. Thank you all the attendees for listening peacefully and noting it down, everything. I hope this helps all of us to go
Yes,
back
ma'am,
and
surely. Surely, ma'am. Today we learned a lot of Kali salts and we experienced that these salts are so important and by listening and reading them carefully, we can apply them in our regular practice and we can help the patients easily. So thank you so much, ma'am, for
thank you
this
very
great
much.
explanations.
Thank you. Thank you. And thank you to the entire team of Homeopathy 360.
Thank you very much, ma'am. And the session will be uploaded on Homeopathy 360 YouTube channel. They can rewatch this session again and also suggest some your key points or any suggestions and any reviews you want to give. You can write in the comment section box. Okay, ma'am, we will meet again if possible.
Sure.
Thank
Bye.
you so much, ma'am.
Take
Bye
care.
bye, ma'am.
Bye. Good evening to all. Bye.
Good evening.